choice, but the Gatot Kacha would obviously be an option for them. Full-on engage ang gustong gawin ng TLPH.
Okay, now it's very crucial. Now we see what Savero actually picks up for the team. In terms of yung mga signature gold lane picks niya, available pa naman karamihan, but what would you rather play into this lineup? You're going up against a Yuzhong, you're going up against a Claude. There's so much dive from Liquid. You might want to pick a safer option and one that can definitely keep you secure in terms of mobility. The Yusun is still there. The Harith is gone.
Yun
but
yung mga pandiinan kasi ni Savero. It's still undefeated. You put it into the test. And kapag medyo nababa ka na sa corner.
But you could say the same for etong Claude.
Correct.
Ni Teddy.
Isipin mo, merong malalagasan. So they're just gonna stick with Moskov. The plan is to go the long lane. Kung ikaw si Savero and ONIC PH, wait for that.
Up until the last moment.
I don't know, man. I was expecting a battle of undefeated marksmen. Now Teddy gets his hands on the Claude, but what's crazy is King Kong also gets his hands on the Suyo.
Yep, the Suyo. And even for Carl, like we were wondering if he'd just pick up a Baksha again. But you know what? He's had enough rolling around. He might as well stampede his way on a hero like the Leo Mort if they're going to make it to the grand final off of this one. Hopefully ONIC can do something about it though, man. You know, I can't say it enough. Like, I don't want to sweep here, man. You know, we gotta.
Me too. I want.
Come on, ONIC.
4 games, 5 games. But you know what? TFPH, they might just want to, end this game.
Petri?
Oh, petrify Kirk! Whoa! First blood already. JP might be the trade, but he's got the revitalize. That's gonna keep him up, man. Kirk, he gets just thrown out of the picture off that petrify.
Yeah, we said a lot of like best picks earlier, and then we forget. Sanford is on Yuzhong, man.
He's the Yuzhong.
Oh, here we go, King Kong. Oh, there we go. Good trade, though.
Okay.
They'll take out Teddy.
Yeah. All right.
It's good punish. Good punish for ONIC.
That's what we're looking for. That is the ONIC style. That's how they've been getting a lot of their games. Very early punish, as well as, of course, just pure dominance in that mid trio. Right now, though, the mid trio feels like it is on the side of TLPH. They're doing it as well, scrambling. They got the perfect tool for it. It's Zushin as well.
Yeah, these are power picks. So if ONIC is going to get a game in a series, this is definitely one of the lineups that can make that happen. Remember back when we were introduced to Savero during the regular season, we saw some impressive moments, right? The technicalities, the micro skill that he showed on a Moskov specifically. And even for this, we talked about leading into the matchup of how good of a Jushin player Super Prince is. So, and even Brusco. Brusco's had amazing games on the Khalid, so all the tools are there for them. The fight for this first turtle might go ahead and paint some of the picture for us. Dragon Form already being thrown out here by Sanford, trying to zone out the members of ONIC. He's going to try to get a range, but Carl Teasy will secure the turtle. No fight to break out. They'll just disengage.
Yeah, good start for the fight there for TLPH. Usually you'd see Sanford use the Black Dragon form with the turtle HP at 5k, but because they know that there's a lot of like fast heroes on the side of ONIC, they had to use it way early just to allow Carl, give him time to take the turtle and then just play for disengage. So Liquid, a bit of a good head start on their side, but ONIC, they don't really mind losing out on these turtle objectives because they do have, again, as you've said, the Moskov for Savero. Their game plan is to just let Liquid take all the objectives and look for trades, maybe just scale up with the Moskov.
Yeah, I'm just looking for ONIC to just remember who they are, you know, just like Lion King heads in the clouds, remember who you are.
Remember.
Right? You used to be so good using the Moskov for split, making a very good team fight, and getting a level of advantage. That's what King Kong usually does as well. Yeah. So if ONIC can just go back into that mode, this should be a pretty fair fight.
Yeah, but I would say it's also risky because like ONIC coming into this grand final, not grand finals, upper bracket finals.
Feels like it.
Feels like one.
Feels like it.
Coming into this upper bracket finals, it feels like they wanted to let Carl Daisy on a hero that doesn't usually carry, like with the Baksha, and then force Teddy on like I would say closed out timings. The heroes like Harith, who don't infinitely scale, right? But now, ONIC's overall game plan is let TLPH play whatever they want, and then we challenge him in our own comp. And this game feels like both teams just want to farm. And then we duke it out late game.
And that's a very fair way to go, right? ONIC knows they can split up the map easier.
Yes.
They have a Moskov. They're trying to buy time. They just don't want to give out these kills, don't want to give out these early objectives as well. The TLPH, they're going to try to fight it, but they're not going to, you know, wipe themselves out just trying.
Yeah. This game, again, it's all about who has better map control late game, who has more damage, who fights better. For early games, it's all about aura farming for TLPH, honestly.
And that's why the recalls are coming in early.
Yeah, people just be recalling everywhere. And ONIC, it doesn't feel like, again, they're looking to contest. Look at where Suyo is.
Yeah. You got to think at this point for TLPH, the aura farming's warranted. Sanford taking a flight up here. Off of this turtle, they've got complete control of it.
He dives
now
back.
He dives in forward just to buy some time.
Wow.
He's still going to be alive. The revitalize, heal him back up. He jumps back in, takes Kirk out, amidst it all, and another turtle secured. What is going on here? ONIC, I think, is just even surprised themselves.
That was way too much, man. Sanford dove back in with 20% HP.
Yeah.
Let that sink in.
Yeah. And you know what happened after? JP used the AOG, and then Sanji, he was like, let me join in on the action.
Yeah.
Raging Sandstorm with a flicker. And ONIC, it felt like they weren't really looking forward to that play. They got surprised.
Big surprise. That was a huge surprise play here. TLPH is exactly what we know Sanford for, that X factor, that out of nowhere play. Even with like really big, bulky XP laners, that is why he is one of the world, if not the world's best Yuzhong player.
Yeah.
Again, why JP's so good too. You know, that revitalize playing a part in that role of keeping him up, keeping him healthy. Sanford, this is one of the things that you see from him consistently. You know, just how much of a, I guess, efficient XP laner he is throughout the course of the game, from the early game all the way to the very end, and I think that's what makes him so deadly for a lot of teams to kind of try to play against him, just alone in the lane. But then when it comes to those early skirmishes, those team fights, it's hard to keep track of him.
Oh, Severo.
Severo jumps in, plays into it, going to be used here. ONIC, are they going to want to choose this fight? Super Prince goes in with a beacon. There's an AOG just coming off. They're going to go in. This could be a kill though for JP. Popping the real revitalize. He's still going to be alive
JP's
though.
alive.
Even with the Soul Sever, ONIC can't just get a kill. And now Sanji rotating here to go ahead and support this. They will get a turret though.
Look at mid. Look at mid.
Oh my god.
Look at mid.
They're doubling down on mid. And I don't know if that's a fair trade, man. You gave up your jungle security for a top tier turret.
That's definitely not fair. I mean, ONIC, even though it felt like they were the ones forcing, they weren't able to fully punish the Claude top side, and then they lost mid. Mid lane is so important this match, because now TLPH, they get access to both the side lanes.
Yeah, like you said, Midnight, TLPH is one of those teams that if they are losing something on the map, or it seems like they're losing something, they're not. They're trading it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times it's more valuable in the grand scheme of things than what they're actually getting.
Yeah, especially right now. Teddy's needed here. Carl TC up on front. Brusco's in trouble.
Yep, he's going for Brusco. Raging Sandstorm from Sanji again, and he gets a return. Brusco goes into his death. I'm not sure if that was needed, but it seems disconnected, and now Kirk jumping into the fight as well. He's got to get out of here. Super Friends laying down the lantern to help him get out, but man, ONIC falling in part inside of their jungle.
Yeah, they're going to lose a lot of control here, and that is the trade that we're talking about. Is that a fair trade? Now it's TLPH with just free access.
Yeah, and this is just off of that one turret push that Liquid had, because ONIC had to play side lanes first. There's a bigger prior for TLPH for them to take mid. Although they forced out the flicker on the Claude top side, for ONIC, they just need to scale, they need farm. But the problem right now is TLPH, they have tempo on the map, they're controlling the river, they have access to the Moskov, they have access to this Lord side. So ONIC has to find a way to sort of like reclaim or retake some form of territory in the mid lane.
That's true. The territory definitely is going to start shrinking very, very soon, especially when Carl TC gets those level advantages early on. A free flicker here.
I mean, it's Carl TZ, man. Might as well just flicker to be safe.
Yeah.
It feels that way.
Yeah, because of the fact that TLPH was also playing off map. Nobody was showing mid. JP was in the bush. Kirk had no idea where everybody was on the side of TLPH. So the moment he saw Phantom Steed and then the name Carl TZ, might as well go flicker out.
These are those games where you just want to turn off the names.
Yeah.
I think that will help a lot.
Just change it to Leo Mord and, Valentina. Oh, we can't do that.
There is an option to remove the game
Is there?
the name, right?
Is there? I don't know.
No, there isn't? No.
We're thinking of a different game here. All right, fighting for this Lord already. Black Dragon form going to be used even at JP at half health. He can pop the Revitalize if he needs it, but I don't know if they're going to go for the Void. Oh, so close from Severo on the SOD. But Lord still secured by Team Liquid. Now going for the fight as Brusco falls. They're still looking for more. Now Kirk, he's punching his way to take out Sanford. So at least a 1-for-1 trade, but Kirk could be in trouble now. He's got some shields to work with, but it's not enough. As he'll fall, Severo left on the other side of the map to just push in a Phantom Steed. They're going for more. They're going to go for King Kong, but not before he takes one with him. It's Carl TZ to clean up the fight.
Teddy.
Oh, Super Prince.
He's in trouble.
He's in between two turrets. He should be safe. The Lord was dealt with by Severo.
Okay.
Oh, Super Prince. Oh!
Oh, not safe. Not safe at all.
Yeah, I was about to say good counterplay from ONIC at least, even though TLPH found something.
Severo shows up. He's able to get Teddy, but no! He's still working because Severo turns us around! He shuts down the GOAT Carl TZ!
What a counterplay from Severo. The pressure lives up to his name. I was gonna say earlier TLPH overextended a bit. Sanford died, but Sanji and Carl TZ played well to cover for each other, got more kills, but even though they were getting kills, they were being punished by King Kong. And then Severo was able to clean up the Lord. And then after that, TLPH tried to look for more kills, and then the Moskov appeared. We've said this so many times in the regular season. You do not get to overpressure against Severo because he can punish.
Yeah, he is the pressure. He just knows how to deal with it.
Yep.
And finally, ONIC is showing us why they chose the Moskov over the Ascension in this game. Severo can do stuff like that. He was doing it in the regular season. All the superhero landings in the perfect time, saving ONIC just when you thought everything was lost.
Man, down from almost getting the Lord with the Spear of Destruction, down to, handling it, pushing that wave up top, getting the tier 2 down, and then showing up for that fight to get a double. Like, if that doesn't reiterate the fact of what we mentioned back on day one of right now, the Indonesian player for ONIC Philippines is just making things happen and sometimes carrying the team. This is what's happening right now. He's bought them enough time.
Yeah, and now he's bought the Wind of Nature. So this is a big problem for TLPH. You have to outplay a mechanically gifted Severo on his signature Moskov with a Wind of Nature. So TLPH, they have a lot of layers to go through against ONIC.
I can smell the outplays. I'm waiting for it, right? Like, you can enable so much with Wind of Nature, especially the majority of them are physical damage.
Yeah, and the reason why I say outplays because majority of the damage dealers on TLPH are all physical. And this is also the item that dropped Aurora Gaming back in day number 1. One outplay might spell your doom. Even though that was a different hero, same idea.
Yeah, it is a 2-0-1 Moskov as well. Now, no cross map, no problem. We're going to try to fight it out as a 5v5. At least that's what ONIC is thinking right now. They're looking for it. Sanford's up on front, still has that Black Dragon.
Oh, Sanji! Oh, the flicker!
Hey, yeah, flicker burned. Severo doesn't have that. That's crucial. So he's going to have to rely on Brusco potentially here. Kirk doing the work.
Okay.
Taking some resources, at least from Carl TZ, but the space for this Lord is what they're looking for.
That's a decent cut. He can split that top side. And it will force a reaction from TL here.
Oh, they're going up. They're going up top.
Oh, they are going up top. Kirk's still there though. Are they gonna try to spawn him out?
DOG.
He's got the purple buff. Mid lane, gonna be the focus. Black Dragon form to use as well from Sanford.
They used up all their ults.
They just want to push ONIC off of this. There's a push down bot as well.
Wow.
Good waves
All right.
for ONIC. Now they're gonna start up the Lord here. They make quick work to clear it. Kirk goes to push on the off lane to put the pressure there. Kirk, he'll
Severo?
punch that turret down. Severo. Sanji has a raging sandstorm. They got to deal with Kirk. Kirk gets a turret. A great move there. They're keeping TLPH guessing already. Lord's gonna go for a reset though. This might just break out into a fight. Sanford still in the base. They come in. They're looking for Carl. ONIC will be able to get one. They're looking for more. SOD. Here's Severo. Pops the wind of nature. Still alive, and they'll collapse down on the cavalry under the tier 2 turret, wiping them out.
ONIC finds the golden opportunity to split push. TLPH, the cavalry was confused, but the super family is pushing the base.
If there's a liquid stampede, we gotta figure something out for that for ONIC, because what was